In this video, we're looking at this GoHawk Supreme motorcycle speaker that the brand's telling me to check out. I'll start with a quick unboxing here and show you everything that's included, then I'll show you how it actually looks on the bike as well as how it sounds. So just getting into the box here, we can go ahead and take this lid off. First we have kind of a diagram of the speaker. Looks pretty nice. Then we have the user manual. Next we have the actual speaker itself in here. Comes in a nice kind of padded carrying case. So we can look more at that in a second. Then underneath here we have all our cables and everything. Looks like it comes with some zip ties, probably for managing the cables. And next we have the wired controller for the speaker. You're of course going to be able to plug this into the speaker, and you can control the volume, pause and play, skip songs, turn the speaker off and all that. And the buttons are pretty large and spacious, so you should be able to easily operate this with gloves on, which is great. Underneath here we have the power cable, it looks like. This is the part that's going to go into your battery to power the speaker. The speaker does not have a built-in battery, so you'll need to connect these parts to your motorcycle's battery, and connect the other end to the actual speaker here. Next we have an aux cable in case you want to play music over the speaker that way. We have an antenna here as well. It does have a built-in FM radio, so if you want to install this, you can. Then we have an Allen wrench and some screws and such for connecting everything. And next we have the handlebar grip, which will go with this remote here, so you'll be able to install this on your handlebar and then connect the remote that way. And then finally we have the two handlebar clamps for actually mounting the speaker itself. And getting into this bag here, we'll take a look at the actual speaker. So go ahead and take it out here. Here's the actual speaker, nothing else in the bag. So we of course have the cable connections here going into the back of it. So this is where we will connect everything. Our power cable will go into here. We can attach the antenna if we want to here. This will be for connecting the wired controller. We have two audio cables in case you want to attach additional speakers behind you or something. Then we have an aux input as well, which is going to be used with that included aux cable. And this USB part here is for playing music off a flash drive. Unfortunately, you cannot connect your phone here, but you can play music off of a USB drive. As far as the actual speaker goes, it definitely looks very nice. It has some pretty good weight to it. It has a nice metal grill on the front here. These end caps are plastic, but it still feels very premium overall. We have kind of metal all around. Nice metal grill here, of course, is the part that's going to be facing you. You don't have any speakers on the back or anything because that's of course where the wind will be going in, so it's going to kind of block out the wind this way and then allow the sound to come forwards towards you. We do have 6 speakers in here. There are going to be 4 in this front grill and then 2 full-size ones on each side. There's a nice gold Supreme logo on the front, and at the top here we have an LCD display which will tell you which audio mode you're on. So yeah, it looks really good overall, and we have everything included we need to install it, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Alright, this is how everything looks once it's set up on my bike here. Of course, it is kind of ideal for a Harley Davidson or some potential kind of cruiser. I have it on a sport bike here, so not I think your typical setup here, but I think it works fairly well overall. It's a little bit tighter up here, of course, but I was still able to get the clamps and secure them well enough. And we do have the phone mount on top of here as well, so kind of works with both my phone mount and the speaker here. The nice thing is if I'm going to be using it with a wired connection, I can actually just run my phone to the aux here. However, I'm going to be primarily using it with Bluetooth, I would think. So right now we have it on Bluetooth mode. You can of course use the controller here to switch modes. So right now it will kind of show you on the screen what mode you're in. If I push the power button once,
FM radio.
so you can hear it's on FM radio right now. That's even without the antenna connected, so of course the connection will get better if you connect the antenna. But right now, even without it, it does still work.
Auxiliary input.
Then you can see we can move to aux here.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth as well. I will say like the voice settings are super loud compared to everything else. So for example, right now it's on volume 1 basically, so it does get very loud of course, but just all the commands are kind of super loud by default. Even if the volume is 1, when it says like Bluetooth or FM radio or any of that, it is super loud compared to the rest of the volume of the music and everything like that. I don't think that's a huge deal because if you're writing you want to be able to hear that of course. It's a little bit odd in my opinion, but everything else works really well. The music quality is surprisingly good. Like I think it sounds really solid. Of course it's going to be a bit worse in the wind and things like that, but honestly it sounds really good. It does get super loud as you would imagine. I mean it's going to need to if you're going to be going 60 miles an hour down the freeway and want to be able to still hear the music. It's going to need to get super loud, of course, and I think it does a really good job of that. It does say to point the speaker up towards your head, so that's going to help with that as well. You can kind of just rotate it around here when you want to, so if I want to rotate it a bit, it works like that. So pretty easy to rotate and adjust it and all that. And with these clamps here, you can actually raise it up and adjust it quite a bit. Of course, I can't do that too much because I do have this phone holder in the way, but if you're using it on a more traditional bike, I would say you're going to be able to kind of customize the position of it a lot more than I am able to, just given the tight space here. However, even on a sport bike, it does work pretty well, as you can see here. I'm really happy with it. Again, it definitely sounds really good, way better than I was expecting, and it does get super loud, which I think is probably the most important part. And I do really like having this controller here. I haven't actually mounted it yet, but it does include the mount for that as well. But of course you can just adjust everything. So I'm going to have my hand here. I can easily kind of push the power button, push play, skip music, all that directly on the controller here, rather than having to fiddle around with something. It has pretty big buttons, so you're able to do that through a glove as well. So of course we can skip music, go back, turn the volume up, turn it down, pause, play, and then switch modes, as well as turn off the speaker here. As I mentioned, it does not have a battery built into it, so you will need to wire it to your motorcycle battery. That wasn't too difficult, however. It includes everything you need to do that, as well as some zip ties and such, so I kind of just ran it under the plastic panels here. So we'll take a little bit to set up initially, but from there you don't have to worry about the battery dying or anything like that. You can just kind of turn it on when you want to, turn it off when you want to, and it will always just be powered off the motorcycle's battery, which is pretty convenient. It's also IP56 dust and water resistant, so you shouldn't have to worry about leaving it on your bike all the time, even if you're going to be riding in the rain or washing it or anything like that. So I think that's pretty much everything. Again, we do have 4 speakers here and 2 big ones on the side, so it does get super loud and sounds surprisingly good. I don't think you care that much about sound quality when you have the wind blowing by and you're wearing a helmet and everything anyway, but it does sound really good, so even if you're parked and you want to play music or something, you'll be able to enjoy that full sound quality.